Hello, everybody. My name is Benjamin Bloom. Welcome along to tonight's championship preview. It'll only likely be a short one on here tonight because we only have 5 games. So we are at game week number 35. So 12 games to go as it stands right now, and they've split it 5 games tonight, 7 games tomorrow night. But we do have West Brom, Brentford, Forest and Preston all playing tonight. So half of the top 6 are in action tonight. So Leeds and Fulham can sit and watch whilst the others get their hands dirty. So just to preface this, at the top of the table we have West Brom and Leeds. West Brom 9 points clear, of third place Fulham. Leeds 5 points clear. So West Brom can really do some damage tonight in the playoffs. So tight. Fulham 57, Brentford 56, Forest 56, Preston 56. That does not play well for Preston, who go away to West Brom, and it doesn't play well for Forest, who go away to Cardiff. Sorry, whoever put that comment in, send that one again. Although Irene says predicting a Preston win 2-1. Down at the bottom, Luton have a chance against Brentford, and then it's QPR and Derby, kind of in no man's land, but we always bring up the FFP when it comes to Derby. We might be expecting a points deduction. So let's start at the very top, and West Brom versus Preston in standard West Brom time. Like Reading, they always kick off in midweek at 8 p.m. West Brom in really nice form, 4 wins from the last 5, 13 points from those last 5, and in that time, there's only one Benjamin Bloom, says Irene. Thank you very much. There is actually an economist called Benjamin Bloom, so not statistically, factually true, but I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless. Preston trucking along nicely in 6th position. They've got 4 wins from their last 6 and got themselves back into playoff contention. Oliver says, I'm early again. I'm going to Luton v Brentford. So it's get home, eat some food, and then get back down to Luton on that horrible A6 out there that I can almost nearly see from my filming room window. Hey, Dean in the chat. Dean will no doubt be at QPR tonight. But let's just have a little looky here at Preston's away form, because I think that is an issue going into this game. Really? 3 away wins in a row for Preston. Barnsley 3-0, Wigan 2-1, Stoke 2-0. Well, I'll be damned. Preston 3 away wins in a row going into this one. West Brom at home, 1 win in 6. My goodness me, that didn't stack up the way I expected it to be. That said, West Brom's 1 win is against Luton. So, that's thrown the cat amongst the pigeons in my thoughts. Also, West Brom always concede at home. Oliver says, how we beat Preston twice, I don't know. I think he's a Millwall fan, Oliver. So, yeah, they've done Preston twice. Well, those stats have put my back up a little bit, although all those wins seems to be against lower teams. Matt says, yeah, Preston away wins all against bottom sides. Luke says form goes out the window, always goes the opposite of what I expect. Little Crow says, bit early, haven't I got some marking to do? No, I've got to get down to Luton, so we're in nice and early tonight, guys. But you can watch it back on playback, as some of you are right now listening to me as I say that in the future, even though I'm saying it now to the people who are listening. What a wonderful world we live in. Look, I came into this going for a West Brom win, so look, I'm going to go for a West Brom win. I think they're in really nice form. That said, don't they have Fulham at the weekend, West Brom? Am I right about that? Let me just double check. No, it's Preston who've got Fulham. Look, if I'm West Brom, they've got Wigan at home at the weekend, and I take a point tonight and 3 at the weekend, and I take 4 points from those 2. I'm perfectly happy with that. That's going to be 70 points from 36, which this season, I know that would seem low for a league leader, but is decent enough, isn't it? So I think there would be. Oh God, do you know I'm pulling myself towards saying this is going to be a draw. Why do I feel that way? I don't know, but you've got to go with your feelings, haven't you? So let's go for a draw in this one. Oliver says, hope I haven't put Millwall to lose again. Normally the opposite happens, but we're talking about Millwall tomorrow. They don't play until tomorrow. Let's go for a draw in this one, West Brom versus Preston, which brings me to my game, which is Luton versus Brentford. I have seen lots of both of these teams, actually, living near Luton and working near Brentford, my work team and my home team. Dean says QPR to finish mid-table draw tonight. I think we'll come on to QPR in just a sec. Luton have traditionally been very, very open this season. 69 goals conceded in 34 games. But marvel of all marvels, they've had 2 clean sheets in the last 3 and 2 wins, although they were back to losing and conceding 3 at Charlton. I just don't see, as much as I enjoy Luton, their defensive record and their open style stacking up very well against playing against Ben Rama and Boimo and Watkins up the top. Their animation points out the return of this was 7-0. Dean says Brentford win. He's tipping them for automatic, so someone's going to fall away badly if that happens. I am thinking that Brentford are going to have a lot of the ball and a lot of chances tonight. So if I do sneak onto my Bet365 app, I'm not sponsored by them, by the way, I would be backing definitely Brentford to be scoring in this one and probably winning despite Luton's good last couple of games. Richard says, need a reaction tomorrow. We must have the worst pitch in the Championship. It's no better than what the council will provide. Who are you talking about, Richard? Let me know. Let me know your teams in the chat down there. Look, I am going for an away win for Brentford. Talk League says Calvin Phillips, England call up. Is it happening? It will one day, I'm sure. Richard's talking about Millwall. We'll talk some Millwall tomorrow night, Richard. But yes, they do need a reaction. Slip sliding away, as Paul Simon would say, kids. Cardiff versus Forest. That's not a very easy game for Forest now, is it? Forest loss, draw, and also 2 defeats and 2 draws. They dropped points in 4 of their last 5 games. They need something tonight. But what we have learned about Forest is this is actually the type of game you'd more back them to win at Cardiff than you would at home to QPR, where they drew the other night. Why am I doing this with a low battery? That will make me rush, no doubt, but we will try on anyway. Big game for Forest, says Luke. Dean says Graben, good player. Yeah, very good at this level. Do you know what? Let's go for a Forest away win. They stack up better in games where teams come at them. Cardiff have been so draw happy. I think Cardiff's home record is good, isn't it? Cardiff 6th best. Cardiff only 1 home defeat, right? And then Forest had the 2nd best away record. No, I'm going with it. Calvin Phillips, has this happened, this Phillips thing, or is this just rumour going on in the chat here? So let's go ridiculously. Come on, let's go with it. Forest away win at Cardiff. Huddersfield versus Bristol City. Well, Huddersfield, the Cowleys were not very happy at all after the 3-1 defeat at Swansea. Only 1 point in the last 3. Although Bristol City have gone all streaky Lee on us. Bristol City need the win to get themselves back up into the playoff positions. Huddersfield need the win to get them away from that bottom 3 that they haven't been able to the whole time. Let's go for, Kai says, Graben, Amiobi and Sell are all doubts to start. Goodness me. Luke says, give up then. He's England's best central midfield. No, it's not happened, but rumoured. Season ticket renewal just coming up for Richard down at Millwall. I'm going to go for my unhelpful draw here because neither of these 2 teams need a draw. Neither of these 2 teams are likely to draw, Huddersfield and Bristol City. So let's go for a draw, which leads us finally onto QPR versus Derby. I saw Derby at the Pride Park on Friday night playing Fulham, and I thought they were quite good, actually. QPR have done well away to be nice and tight, and they did put the goals in past Stoke, didn't they, coming back from 2-0 down to win 4-2 in that one. Rooney was very, very good, wasn't he, in the game on Friday night? I don't know how fit he'll be to do that twice, but he does seem to play all the time for them. He would be a difference maker. Oh God, I don't want to go draw again. Look, let's go home win. Let's say on the basis, how bad is Derby's away record? I know they did have an away win in there. It's pretty terrible, isn't it? They had that away win, diddly-doodah, at Swansea, didn't they? But still only 2 away wins and third worst away team. Dave says Rooney at the Fury fight. Was he actually? No way. Oh, he'll be knackered then if he was there. I know he's used to travelling back and forth to and from America. But let's go for a home win for QPR then. So that is, Dave confirms that. Wow. I suppose when you reign Rooney, you do what you like. That's me listening while Ben is live, says Aussie. And what do I think about Millwall's proposed new stadium? I don't know if it's a good thing for the club to move forward. Why do Millwall need a new stadium? They don't need a new stadium. The new Den is absolutely fine, isn't it? I like going there. I would be surprised. I don't know if they want to move areas, but yeah, that'd be sad, I think, if that happened. Right, let's run through these. Why isn't Bielik playing for Derby recently? He got a nasty injury animation, didn't he? That was on TV against Barnsley, wasn't it? Oliver says Millwall a regeneration. Be a sad state of affairs if they were. Looks like they have some leftover pictures of London Bridge Station, says Little Crow. So I have gone for West Brom Preston, draw. Luton Brentford, away win. Cardiff Forest, away win. Huddersfield Bristol City, draw. And QPR v Derby, home win. You can laugh at me when none of those predictions come in, but all good fun. I think that's John in the chat. I'm going early, look, because I'm off to Luton and I want to make some dinner. Oliver says, salty. Who's salty? The London Bridge, right, okay, there you go. Right, thank you everybody for tuning in. Bit of a short one tonight. I'll try and get another one in, but do check the channel tonight because there will be a review, my in-person views on Luton and Brentford. Richard says it's not a new stadium, it's a renovation and extending the capacity to 34,000. My God, that'd be huge. Best goalkeepers so far I've seen. Probably in person would have to be Samba for Forest. A couple of, I don't think I've seen Forest concede a goal in person. John says 34,000 for who? Millwall. They're talking about a Millwall regeneration in the chat here. Right, look, before my battery runs out on my... Oh, Bialkowski, that's not a bad shout, although I was present when he kicked thin air against QPR and let them score. But obviously I love Bart. I'm an Ipswich fan. John with a mean comment about Millwall's ability to draw 34,000. I question anybody other than Leeds, Villa and Forest maybe to draw 34,000 in the Championship. Maybe Derby if they're right up the top there. Difficult. Cool. Yeah, because I was there. Of course it was, hey. No, hey, look, I've seen Bart do amazing things watching Ipswich, so I'm no hindrance on him. Right. I must go and charge the iPad up so we don't lose all of this before it uploads. Thank you everybody for joining me tonight. Sorry it's a bit early. Dean says I like me singing a different chance. I have been working on another stupid song, so do check that one out. And please tune in. Thanks, John says enjoy the game. Do tune in tonight. Probably about 10:30. I'll have the Luton Brentford review up. Thank you everybody for watching. Get your own predictions in the comments if you fancy it. And I will see you later tonight and then tomorrow night to preview this 3-week game week number 35. Thank you for watching. See you soon.